I'm the research assistant in neurobehavioral. In this neurobehavioral lab, what do we basically do here? We administer our drugs, different various type of drugs that we suspect or suggest it could have a neurobehavioral effects. We administer them to Wistar rats for our animals. Sometimes we make use of the Wistar rats, we make use of the Wistar rats or the mice. We administer the drug to the animals to know if the drug has any neurobehavioral effects. And how do we actualize that? After administer the drug to the animals for a period of time, sometimes 1 month or 2 months, we then expose the animal to various neurobehavioral models. We have the Y maze. This is used to check for the spatial working memory of the animal. And we have the radial maze. You see the arms, you see the model having numerous arms. When we place the animal in there, then we tend to study them to know if they will explore the arms evenly. We have the Y maze, we have the radial maze, then we have our needle and syringe for the intraperitoneal administration of the drugs or the plant extract. We have the oral cannula, then we have our marker for identifying each of the animals so they won't be mixed up. Here on the table we have our mortar and pestle for tissue homogenization. Having harvested the brain, because after the experimental period we tend to sacrifice the animal, then we harvest the brain of the animal, then we fix it in formalin in fixative, just like we have some here in the basket here. We have some harvested brain in the fixative for a period of time. Then after that, if there are some, those that will undergo tissue homogenization, we don't put them in formalin. Are you getting the gist now? So we homogenize those ones freshly as removed from the sacrificed animal. Then here in the universal bottle, we have some other brain tissues. We have the section brain tissue, we have the cerebellum, and some other parts of the brain. As you know, we have the brain is a complex organ of the body, so it depends on which of the area you are trying to check. Are you getting the gist now? Alright, so we have our scale here. We do some weighing, maybe the plant extract or the drugs and all that. We do some calculation for us to know the dosage that we give to each of the animals. And we have the other chemicals in there. We also have our open feed. The open feed is used in checking for the anxiety-related behavior. How anxious is the animal is. You could see these two small open feed. These are for the mice, while this is for the rats. Then we have the conditioned place preference. This is basically used for testing for depression and addictive property of the administered drug. You see it having two chambers. We have the white painted chamber and we have the multicolored shaded chamber. So here, this particular model, conditioned place preference, is used to check for the addictive property, for the depressive property of the administered drug. Then we also have the elevated closeness. This is also used to check for the anxiety-related behavior of the animal. This is for the rats, while we have the smaller one here. We have the smaller one here, which is for the mice, actually. So this is basically what we do in this lab. And having done all these experiments on this animal, we then run it through ANOVA to know if there's any statistical significance in the experiment that has been done. Then, so that's what we do basically. Then the harvested tissues from the animal, the brain, is then further sent to the biochemical lab where we check for some biomarkers in the brain of the animal. So this is a short video on what we basically do in this lab, and I'm the assistant here, and most times I spend most of my days here, and I've been in this lab close to 2 years now, doing fine, and we always receive work from students, final year students, the paramedical students, anatomy students, physiology, biochemistry students, chemistry students coming to run their work here. Thank you so much for watching this video.